So I'm going to go on 3, all right?
Yep. All right, mate.
1, 2, 3, roll.
It could be like a fractured bone that's like a razor blade, and any wrong movement could then slice the cord, and he could end up a paraplegic or a quadriplegic, you know, very, very easily.
Late afternoon, and an incident is unfolding on the shoreline. Volunteer lifesavers signal the tower for assistance.
One of the patrol members in the red and yellow started waving their hand, so Hoppo and Tyson ran down, and looks like they've taken over the situation.
Just moments earlier, 17-year-old Huey was diving under waves.
Saw a man waving his hand, so we all ran over, and he just wasn't moving. He said he'd dived into a sandbank and went head first. He was in a lot of pain.
Diving in shallow water is one of the major causes of serious spinal injuries in Australia.
Once we roll in, just whack it up underneath. When we got there, we realised that he had pain just below his neck, sort of between his shoulder blades, and so we treated it as a spinal.
For 24-year-old new recruit Tyson, this is a rare chance to work alongside his boss, Hoppo.
All right, it's all on Tyson's call.
That's it. So I'm going to go on 3, all right?
Yep. All right, mate.
1, 2, 3, roll.
Could be possibly a suspected spinal. I took control of the head with a manual inline support.
The same for you again. All right, guys, on the way back. So roll nice and easily.
You need to keep them as still as possible, and we were telling him not to move anything, just you know, speak to us when you're answering the questions, because any movement, if it is fractured, it could be like a fractured bone that's like a razor blade, and any wrong movement could then slice the cord, and he could end up a paraplegic or a quadriplegic, you know, very, very easily.
So Pop's going to come around now with the therapy oxygen. I just stayed on the head, and I felt really comfortable, you know, just having control of that. Get you breathing a lot better, and you'll start feeling a lot better as well with that. Try to relax, just try to relax your whole body and just not moving at all. It's the best way.
Huey came to the beach alone before meeting 2 British travellers, Brandon and Lewis.
He's jumped in and the wave's gone over him, straight into the sand, you know?
It's hard to judge like a day like today as well.
When the paramedics came down, Tyson was in control. They realised that he had the skill, which was good to see.
He'd had a bit of an accident today.
Yeah.
I think these guys have done an amazing job. We're going to keep you nice and stable here. We will just pop a collar on you.
Huey's family are notified about the incident.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah?
I literally just met him on the
Get in position now. So 1, 2, 3, lift. That's it.
You know, I've got to give Tyson a rap. He was very good. I was overseeing it all, but he took the head. He never let go of that. It was all in his call when we were rolling the patient. It was, you know, very well done.
Obviously, in that situation, he urgently needed help, and just tried my best and just tried to give my all.
Right, take care of yourself.
After undergoing scans in hospital, Huey was released with a clean bill of health.
Guys, we've got someone pulled out of the water unconscious. I think the IRB jump off.
A man has been dragged from the surf. Within moments, lifeguards make a diagnosis.
I think it's just a suspected spinal. So the boys are just going to run back up here and grab the spinal board and some equipment and head back down.
Dean attends Leo, a 28-year-old Brazilian man. He's unable to move his arms or legs.
No, tell him to keep his head still, very important.
And did he dive in the water?
I didn't see.
Oh, okay, right. And how did he get pulled out of the water? Did you see that?
The boys took him
They just dragged him out? What?
It appears there was just one witness.
Tried to go for a swim, he hit his head on the ground.
Can you feel this now?
Can you move his feet? Moviments up and
Leo is part of a Brazilian dance troupe. He is due to perform tonight.
Let's just leave him, just like that. Just relax. Is he all right? Yeah. Relax. Está de boa? Tell him he's doing well. Está de boa, está indo bem. Just relax, deep breaths. We know it hurts. Got to be brave. Jake, I haven't touched the patient as of yet because he's got no movement or feeling. I'm reluctant to do so, but maybe they can advise whether they want me to package him up or not.
Dean hasn't packaged him because he said he's got no movement. So he's got no feeling at all.
Olha, respira devagar porque você está pegando oxigênio, brother. Você não precisa respirar tanto não, que o oxigênio está te ajudando, está respirando para você. Só tente respirar devagarzinho. Must be some big problem with his breathing.
In extreme cases, spinal victims can lose the power to breathe.
I just hopped off the phone with the ambulance. They're about 6 minutes off.
Well, maybe, you know, if he stops breathing, we're going to have to start doing CPR.
If Leo stops breathing, lifeguards will be faced with a terrible dilemma. Resuscitating Leo may damage his spinal cord further.
You know, we need an ambo here, ASAP, mate.
The ambo's just come around the roundabout now.
G'day mate, how are you? What language does he speak?
Português, I'm
Okay.
Sua respiração tá boa, mãe. É só o seu oxigênio tá bem. No seu fome não, tá tudo de boa.
Squeeze my hand, Leo.
We went for
Squeeze my
swim.
hand.
He can't feel anything, man.
How did he get out of the water?
We pulled him out.
Right. Did he walk at all or move his
Nah.
arms or legs?
Nah.
Not at all?
He couldn't move anything. Right? Okay. His chest hurts. His leg and his chest.
So you can feel his chest. Anything else? Any pain down his
Tá
stomach?
outro lugar doendo? E aqui na frente? Tá sentindo aqui? Não? Nada? He can't feel anything.
Tell him to move his feet.
He can't move anything.
Reidy, you're gonna get a chopper.
A spinal board will immobilise Leo on the way to hospital.
1, 2, 3, back.
Tell him we know it feels horrible. It's awful to have something across your chest. We need to do this to keep him nice and still and for his own sake. Be officer.
Ela colocou um pano no seu braço. Já tá em cima da prancha já.
Oh, good.
We're going to look at Marks Park, we're going to transport him up to the ambulance, and then from there coordinate a landing area.
That's really upsetting for me to see. He had no movement or feeling below the neck, really. You know, I just kept in there basically and tried to really reassure him, and I wanted to do everything, you know, as much as possible to give him every chance to walk again.
A chopper is the smoothest way to transport Leo to hospital. The only hope is that Leo's symptoms are caused by severe swelling and not an irreparable break.
Touching him and he just had nothing. She was poking him here and he could feel that at the end, but that's so sad.
Lifeguards wait for news on Leo's condition.
Bondi Police rang,
yep.
And they said that guy yesterday with a spinal,
yep.
He's
quadriplegic?
Yeah. He just called to say, like, let us know.
That's terrible.
Now, his friends have come to visit lifeguards in the tower.
What actually happened, Timmy?
He jumped for dive, and it wasn't dead, the accident. The accident was actually after. He started to dive.
And then he didn't
Yeah.
Like years. Oh, okay. Yeah.
We decided to go for a swim. We went for a run, to dive into the water, and then we just realized that as we swim, we will go up and start to walk back. On the look back, he's still under the water. One of the boys tried to pick him up, and he's realized that he wouldn't come. Yeah. So then he's turned him around, and he was like struggling to breathe. And it was such a beautiful day. It was so funny because we got out I got up and I went to their house, and we got there, we make breakfast, and we feel positive, like, let's go for a big workout, let's go to the beach. And our vibe, our energy was so good that day.
What I wanted to ask was what's Leandro's future prospects, like where is it at?
It's a 1% chance of his recovery, ever being able to move his arms or legs again. But they also did say to us that there was the same slim chance of him being able to recover his breathing, which he has. He's completely breathing on his own.
Oh, that's awesome.
He has recovered incredibly rapidly in that respect. So, you know, we have hope. But obviously it's going to be a long-term recovery process, treatment, rehabilitation, care. So there's a lot of costs involved.
It's really hard for us to go to the hospital and see him, because when we get there, he keep looking at us. He keep telling me how good I look. And he keep asking me to buy him some protein shake, like supplements. Like he's believing in his mind that he's gonna be okay soon. He's a very spiritual, positive person.
It's very sad. It's one of probably the worst things I had to deal with in my lifeguarding career.
Oh, really?
He's such a beautiful big guy, and I knew, and it was just. And he knew. I could see him on the beach. He had these tears in his eyes. It was just.
Yeah, one thing it does definitely give you the biggest wake-up call, and you feel like every single step I take, I should be thankful for. The fact that I can scratch my eye if it's itching. You know, you just got to give thanks for every single moment that we're healthy.